but it was mainly gags. Punch Luffy and the crew for being stupid. Be scared with Usopp and Chopper because I don't want to go places. That was the Nami you miss. And the Nami that you have now is the exact opposite of that. But you're saying the Nami you have is the Nami that is scared and cowardly, even though you're showing examples of Elbaf Nami who does the exact opposite. Who does the exact opposite of what you're saying you don't freaking want to see. What are we talking about, bro? Stop, man. There was someone who decided, like I said, to put out something about Nami, and my little observation haki on the internet was triggered, and I felt like I wanted to just see for myself. So we're all going to watch this video together, and we are all going to be able to determine together if this person was on something or if they're onto something. We're going to see.
There is nothing more frustrating than watching a character as smart as Nami suddenly turn into a sitting duck the moment she steps off the ship. Because what do you mean the same Nami who stood her ground against Arlong, who saw the horrors of Thriller Bark, is somehow now terrified of a Lego castle to the point where she can't even get up? But don't get me wrong, it's not that she's
Okay, so like I said, we're gonna react to everything that is said here. Again, this does seem like she might be slandering the GOAT, and honestly, I just want to make sure I keep the GOAT next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and set the GOAT right here because we need to make sure that we are factual in everything that we're saying about our dear navigator. And you guys know I'm gonna defend the navigator at all costs. Thank you, Slev. And what's going on, Strawberry? Good to see you as well. And yes, like Slev said, make sure that you guys like the stream. I didn't say that. I always forget because I get too caught up in what we're going to talk about. Go ahead and like the stream if you haven't already. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Yeah, there you go. You hit the like button. Thank you. I know you didn't, though. So make sure that you who did not, that you hit the like button for sure, because it's easy. Just go ahead, man. There's like 13 of y'all in here. Just hit the like button real quick. It's not hard. NYC Anime Nerd in the building says, yo, what's going on, NYC? JD Rich. JD Rich. He says, what's up, Bree? What up? What up? What up? Okay, so she's already told us that she's disappointed in Nami. You know, how Nami used to be like that back in Arlong Park, and she used to be like that, you know, back in Thriller Bark. But now Nami is just a coward, and basically she has regressed in her character because I guess she was scared of a cat or something. But let's remember Nami, okay, Nami woke up from, remember, the last thing she remembers, she was chilling with her crewmates. She wakes up in an unknown castle, hearing an unknown voice, in unknown clothing, in a massive location without anyone that she's familiar with, and gets rushed by a massive cat. Is she not supposed to be scared? Like, at what point did Nami stop? Like, at what point in the story was Nami not going to be scared of a scenario like that? I don't think that's actually that's not actually a regression in her character. That's why I'm kind of confused, like, why we're starting out like that. Because if you have this complaint about Nami, you gotta like keep it consistent and like also be mad at Usopp too. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. If Nami's a disappointment, what about Jean? Oh, see, I'm not even that far. I'm gonna let her cook in this video. Again, I haven't watched the whole thing, but we're already off to kind of a rough start. But let's see, man.
Weak or useless, it's just that over time, slowly but surely, she has lost her edge. And today, I want to show you exactly where her writing fell off. The first being her navigation abilities. Now, Nami is a master navigator, no doubt about that. The problem here is that the skill isn't just about navigating a ship or drawing maps. It's a skill that requires killer situational awareness, pattern recognition, and instant decision making under pressure. And in Nami's case, something that shows her intelligence both on and off the ship. Like, for example, her fight against Khalifa in Eni's lobby, where Nami manipulated the weather, threw Khalifa off using her Mirage tempo, and sent down thunderbolts to finish her off. But now in Elbaf, you expect me to believe she can't take down a little kitty cat, even with the literal beast of thunder Zeus under her command? I get now that Zeus is bound to Nami's climate.
Oh my God, stop it. Stop it. The underselling of this massive cat is sending me. I don't okay, thank you. It's like Dizzy says it, but anime aside, why would anyone be okay with that? I'm just trying to understand why are we underselling how massive this cat was? Just imagine, guys. Okay. Imagine you guys are out with friends, right? And next you're just drinking, having a good old time. Next thing you know, you're waking up in some unknown location. Let's just scratch off the cat part. Let's just scratch the cat off. Let's say you were just kidnapped and you were in some unknown location. Would you not be kind of scared? Like, that's a normal response. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, oh, well, she could have attacked her with Zeus. Yeah, but like she was also running for her life. Like, she's trying to figure out what is going on. She doesn't even know where she's running, by the way. She has no idea where she's running. She doesn't know the location. Like, what? I don't, like, yes, she could have definitely, we saw with Road, after she took down Road, she could definitely take down Zeus, or excuse me, take down this cat, for sure. That's without a doubt. She's proven that she could do that. But it's just insane to me, like, this like kind of lack of, I'm not gonna say comprehension, but it's just like, why are we slandering Nami for this? Because this isn't even a slanderable thing. I would hear you with other instances, but like Flint said, Nami's recent showing is honestly impressive. Elbaf has been the best showing for Nami, like, in this condensed amount of time. Yeah. Slick says, yeah, I hate that. Some people think that natural reactions are a downscale. Thank you, bro. Like, come on, man. We got to stop this. He said, your boy says, just turn it off. She's watching the same One Piece. I honestly, I don't know. As I said, I'm going to let her cook. I don't know. I think she forgot it's supposed to be a funny comic. Right. And that's why, again, we had the initial Straw Hats there and the rest of the crew in another location, because Oda was probably trying to drum up some of that early One Piece banter that we used to have before things got like really serious after Water 7. So that's why we had those specific crew members there to be able to draw out those dynamics again. And that's why Nami and Usopp were seen together at the beginning to kind of, I think now that I'm seeing what Oda's doing with Elbaf, I think that was to give us a clear idea as to where we're headed, because these two have had some great moments as far as not being as scared as they normally would. I mean, I can go down the list, especially my favorite when Nami isn't even the road thing or the Gunko thing. It's her looking Loki in the face and saying, yo, dragon, I don't know who you are, but I'm trying to put the fire out. Can we stop? Like, can you cool it, bro? I'm not gonna lie to you. That was my favorite moment from Nami in all of Elbaf. I don't think the people talk about it enough, but that's just me. Dizzy says, thank God I realized where I was, but I had a moment once where I woke up, and as soon as I opened my eyes, I didn't know where I was, and I really did panic. Thank you. And then imagine while you're trying to gather yourself, something busts through the wall and is like life or death, like some big dog just starts chasing you out of nowhere. It's like a big German shepherd, or I don't know. I'm not a dog guy. Think about the biggest dog that there is, and they're chasing you, barking. What do you? Yo, come on, bro. You're supposed to think rationally in that moment. Like, oh God. He said, I guess I'll do it. Even after, yeah, like the stream, slick. Like the stream.
Fact, he can't move around freely like he used to with Big Mom. But this is Nami we're talking about. Why is she only ever shown bribing the gluttonous cloud with more clouds, and that's it? This is the same Zeus who has carried the weight of Big Mom, who can traverse hundreds of miles instantly and send lightning bolts in every direction, and yet somehow we barely get to see his potential now that he is with Nami. My issue here isn't that, oh, I expect Nami to be a frontline fighter, of course not. The real problem here is that how is the all creative and cunning Nami unable to use Zeus beyond a little shock? But before all that, the biggest mystery is how her personality changed. It's one thing to be afraid, but it's a completely different.
God dang it. Nami, in fairness, I actually somewhat understand what she's trying to say, but Nami also has been somewhat nerfed in a lot of scenarios. Like even in Onigashima, Nami's big thing is I don't want to let loose because I don't want to hurt Otama. That was her big thing as to why she couldn't just go crazy with her lightning. So in fairness, that's kind of, I don't really like that knock against Nami because she really hasn't had a chance to show you much until what she I mean, she didn't have her chance on Egghead either. I mean, you think she's about to take out a Gorosei with lightning? No, not with that version of Zeus. Absolutely not. But now we're on Elbaf. She's shown us. And mind you, this video was made current, like within the last couple of months. So this person has seen Nami's Thunder Shark tempo. This person has seen what we now just got animated, which was beautiful. Nami's her Thunderbolt tempo on road to knock him out beautifully done, by the way, which did you guys see that flash of red lightning? Did anyone peep the flash of red lightning when they animated that lightning strike from Nami? The same red lightning, might I add, that Luffy had when he punched out of the toy house. I'm not one to push agendas or anything, but there was definitely some red lightning there. 3D in the building says, "Yer ho ho, what's going on, 3D? Good to see you." But either way, she hasn't really had the moments to show that she can do more. But now that she has had her chance, she's definitely giving us what this person is asking for. So that's why I'm kind of like, what is even the complaint? That's kind of why I'm like, I'm mad confused.
Different ball game to be so paralyzed from fear that even trying or thinking of doing anything is out of the question. Even before the hedgehog or the cat came into the picture, Nami did not once try to figure out what was going on. I mean, you'd die regardless, so why not die trying? Even the mighty coward Usopp was walking.
This is, by the way, like bro, she didn't try to figure out what was going on. Correct if I'm wrong. Was that not like was that not the same chapter or like the next chapter? Like, I'm almost positive. Now it's been a minute since I've reread the beginning of Elbaf. But was that not like the first chapter? And also you were literally just drinking right before that. That's why I'm like, what are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? Like, we got to stop this, man. We actually got to stop this. We actually have to stop this because these complaints about the cat are just so unfounded. It's actually insane. You're acting like we went freaking 5-6 chapters of her just meandering around the castle. You're like, right after this happened, she didn't really do anything to find out like what was happening, Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? See, things, she was hungover. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, bro. Your boy says Jinbei already confirmed Nami has Conqueror's Haki when Nami is beating. No, you're right. But again, they're just slowly trying to. That's for us that have the awakened observation, that we can see what Oda's trying to put out. But for the people that aren't on that timing yet, when we see things like the red flash of lightning in the anime, those are breadcrumbs, because some people aren't on the agenda yet. Those are breadcrumbs to be able to say, yo, this is a thing. Here's some more evidence. And, if you want the breadcrumb, pick it up and take a bite. Because some people still don't believe it. She's not serious unless the animosity in her tone is real. I'm not gonna lie, she sounds like she might be serious. She really might. She sounds like it. Who's upscale? Okay. Nami has yet to call out an ultimate attack. I guarantee we still haven't seen her true trump card when she goes all out. Yeah, Nami's Thunderbolt tempo is like Luffy's gum pistol. I feel like we haven't seen Nami's Bajrang gun. I definitely feel like there's more to it because there's so much more you can do with a lightning cloud and lightning in general. And she just showed us that she can make it as big as she wants to with just time. So absolutely. I've been saying this for the longest time. Nami's ultimate attack should be equivalent to Raigo from Enel in Skypiea. I believe that was just foreshadowing to what Nami will eventually be able to do. Because you guys let me know, Zeus is a cloud, a sentient cloud. If it's cloudy outside, why can't Zeus just combine with the other clouds? Like I do feel like there's more coming with this bag that she has. I understand it though, because after 1,200 chapters, people don't want to see Nami and Usopp crying all the time, especially Nami, who has a Yonko level weapon. I hear that. I do hear that. But again, I think where Oda was going was he was trying to draw on a parallel to show that these are the two people that are currently the most cowardly. And we're going to prop them up. Like we're going to show you them like this at the beginning of the arc and then push them to the forefront in this arc and make you see that they are actually working on those issues to be able to be more aligned with the other Yonko crew members. And also Nami doesn't cry all the time. Like Usopp kind of does. He did kind of tone it down as he went further, going into like Egghead. But, Nami particularly doesn't cry all the time. She's more of like the funny type of where it's like, yeah, you strong guys got it. I don't want to get hurt. Usopp's more of the like, yeah, I'm scared and the screaming thing. I mean, she screams with him too, but I don't know. I think Oda did that on purpose. Dizzy says agreed, Weather has a lot of tricks in the belt. Yeah. No, I agree. But you can argue that's not all what we're seeing, though. Nami steps up. Usopp tried with Emu, but that went comedy. That's true. That's true. Magic isn't a thing in One Piece. Tech advancements are. No, 3D. You're wrong. Magic is a thing in One Piece. And Miss Golden Week uses magic. That is magic. There's no explanation for why Miss Golden Week's paint works the way that it does. That is 100% magic. And also, you can call it black magic as far as what they were doing for Brook to be like, remember when he landed in that circle? He wasn't summoned, but they were trying to use like black magic at that time. So, there's elements of magic for sure in One Piece. All right, hold on. Let me keep going and not read y'all's comments.
Around looking for clues. And all Nami did was cry, whine, call for Luffy, and then ask Usopp about what he thought, as if he isn't in the exact same predicament as you. But at least he tried. Nami now reacts more than she acts, is background comic relief outside of the rare navigation that she does, and acts like she just joined the crew. Years of development, thousands of chapters of growth.
That's not true! That is not true. She does not react. Let me roll it back because here's the disingenuous part. Let me roll it back.
Nami now reacts more than she acts.
So by the way, look at that red lightning. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me just slow it down just a little bit. Just so we could see this red lightning. Hold on. Sorry. Look at this. I just want to show y'all. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Y'all see that? I'm sorry, guys. Y'all saw the red lightning too, right? That wasn't just me. Y'all saw it? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same page just to confirm that she is a conqueror because, I know some people don't like it when I say that. But either way, the disingenuous part is that she uses the first time where she actually acts and doesn't react to prove the point that she reacts and doesn't act. Isn't that actually kind of insane? Because in this literal scene that you put in the video, this was an action. This was not a reaction. She was literally the first person while they're running away to freaking attack Zeus or attack Road with Zeus. Like, what are we actually talking about? This is why certain people don't need a microphone. Respectfully, because in this clip that you put in, she was literally acting. It wasn't even a reaction. And then also in the same arc, just, maybe 10 to 15 chapters later, Nami literally attacks Gunko first. Where's the reaction there? Where is the reaction there? She literally says, yo, I don't know who you are, but what I do know is I don't like you. And I don't like the vibes that you're giving me. So eat this Thunder Shark tempo. That wasn't a reaction. That was a initial action. But she's going to swear to you that Nami doesn't act. She only reacts. Good night, man.
She acts is background comic relief outside of the rare navigation that she does, and acts like she just joined the crew. Years of development, thousands of chapters of growth, and yet when the time comes, all we hear is wailing and crying. It's just sad to see such a wonderfully written character be reduced to gag. There's a term for this called...
She's reduced to a gag, bro. Oh my God. Nami has been reduced to a gag. Good God. Oh, okay. So she was she was reduced to a gag, I guess, in Whole Cake when Nami was like trying to stop Cracker from going to attack Luffy when Luffy needed a break after he had like fizzled out in Gear 4. That was when she was a gag. When she literally was bro, everything that she did to help Luffy in Whole Cake, from making it rain so that the biscuits were soft enough to be eaten, then standing 10 toes with Luffy to knock out these chess pieces, right? To knock out the chessmen that were coming. Remember the massive thunder blast that she did? Her and Luffy were standing right next to each other, 10 toes, there to get Sanji. But she's been reduced to a gag. Thank you. The Viver card was clutch. Pulling out the Viver card. Controlling the homies. Where's the gag in there? Because I'm not going to lie, that made me feel like, yo, Nami's going to be this generation's big mom. And I still stand on that. So it's like, man, what are we talking about? What's going on, Alex? He says Chopper is a gag. Chopper is definitely more of a gag than Nami at this point. She controls where the crew of the King of the Pirates goes. Yeah, and apparently she's a freaking gag. Apparently, which is actually insane to me. Yeah, exactly. Luffy would not, that's what I'm saying. Luffy would not have beaten Cracker without Nami. The journey ends there. The journey 100% ends there without Nami. So it's like, to say she's a gag character is just, man. Nami is one of the few people Luffy has trusted with the straw hat. But see, I wasn't even going to go there. That's facts. Not too many people can say they've even touched that hat on the crew. She wore it, styled it, cried in it, watched him fight while she had the hat. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. Stop it right now. Let's go.
Flanderization, where a character's essential traits are oversimplified to death, slowly turning them into a shell of their former selves. Like
Stop
Nami
it.
representing fear and fan service,
Stop it. 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 Stop. Stop it. Nami is now a shell of herself. The best arc, right? The best arc for Nami. She is now apparently a shell of herself. At what point was Nami better? Like, okay, let me ask you guys, right? Let me ask you guys. At what point was Nami better? And if there's an answer, fine. I don't mind it if you guys have an answer. I disagree, but I'll hear you out. At what point was Nami better than the Nami that we have right now? Truly, at what point? Because she's saying that Nami currently is a shell of herself, and she has been a victim of flanderization, where she is now just fear and fan service. That's her gag. I'm just trying to understand, because as an actual Nami fan, I have seen Nami go through a lot of development, which, mind you, we're going to talk about when the crew gets up. But I've seen Nami go through a lot of character development. I can't think of any time when Nami was better than she is right now as a character. And that's not something that I can say about every crew member. So don't say, oh, well, that's not fair because you can say that about everyone. No, I can give you a lot of people on the crew right now where they're not the best version of themselves that they were in the past. Nami is over her trauma and she's attacking first. She's looking at holy knights and she's actually not scared. She's taking down giants by herself. You know, holy. Let's see. All the Strawhats have a gag, but to only sum them up to one is shallow-sighted. Facts. Never. I can't recall. Thank you. Okay, so we're on the same page. Literally, like, I think people want to see Nami go band for band with a strong character to appreciate, and it's not fair to her character. That's okay. That's fair. But in fairness, I don't think that's where Oda's going to go with Nami. At least not yet. Me personally, I think Nami is the rain god. Now, my thing is, Nami just needs some type of defensive capabilities, and she immediately jumps tons of tiers in the strength rankings because she's like the only person on the crew that has unlimited, outside of Luffy, who has unlimited AP. Unlimited. So if she gets defense to where she's not literally just getting one-shotted by most people in this verse, and she can actually take hits, which she can technically. We've seen her take a lot of hits over this series and get back up uninjured. But I'm saying to be able to be competitive in like a real fight. Y'all won't hear the end of me. I swear you won't. If that happens, you won't hear the end of me. Turning Sunny D-Light to haterade. Facts. Arlong Pirates Nami was goated though. She was cool. That was cool, but she was cool. She was cool. That was not the best version of Nami, but she was cool. She was too reserved, in my opinion. I definitely think she needed to kind of, obviously, as we can see, she ended up doing it throughout the series, but she really needed to kind of let go of that hurt and predisposition to be able to accept, different things, because she had too much hurt bottled up. And I understand why. I'm not saying that she was bugging, but yeah, that was the issue with that version. But Arlong Park Nami is definitely one of my favorite Namis, for sure. Just not better than Elbaf Nami. Seems like I said, she survived Anel's El Thor. She's good. Yeah. Yeah. Your boy says Nami now would kill Arlong. Absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without breaking a sweat. Abso-freaking-lutely. One shot. No doubt about it. Remember, she used Zeus to take down Big Mom. Let's remember that. That Zeus that she has, she used a lightning blast from Zeus that Brooke slashed Zeus in half to discharge the lightning. She struck down Big Mom with that same lightning. So yeah, anyone that's weaker than hunger paying Big Mom is getting one-shotted and knocked unconscious by Zeus. It is canonically been proven. So anyone that is not stronger than hunger paying Big Mom, yeah, out of there, bro. You're straight out of there. Have we ever seen Nami ride Zeus? There's a lot of cool things she could do if she tried. I like the lightning shark attack she used against Gunko. We have not, but I do think, I truly think there is more than just Zeus being in that climb attack coming soon, man. I really, really do. I really do. And when that day comes, man, that's going to be so cool. She definitely needs to ride Zeus, for sure. Nami has always been the only actual realistic person on the crew. You want to do it. You want to do what crazy? Go over the waterfall? No, bro. We need to get this money. Nami is the core of what keeps the ship sailing. Facts, facts, facts. Turn Arlong into fish fry. Facts. Give me some tartar sauce, bro. Give me the tartar sauce. Arlong, get up out of here, bro. Give me the tartar sauce with these fish sticks. That's King Brook. Oh, are you saying Brook is the soul of the crew? I don't know if that's what you're saying. I disagree, but he's the soul king. He's just not the soul.
Taking up the simping gag, Usopp being the evergreen coward, and Zoro the cool, nonchalant voice of reason who can't walk in a straight line. And let's not forget to address the elephant in the room, Nami's design.
Oh, God, here we freaking go. Here we freaking go. And I know she's about to say some freaking crap about Nami's freaking Elbaf outfit. I don't care what you say. This is one of my favorite designs because the orange themes that are throughout this design, I'm not going to lie, they hit the orange, black, yellow. Chef's kiss, man. Freaking chef's kiss.
Before that, my question here is that, what role does that sword play? It's just about useful as Rebecca's armor. Just hand her a gun at this point. The Elbaf fits are also some of the worst I've seen. It's not even a question.
Oh my God. No way. Some of the worst fits you've seen? No way. You're bugging, bruh. You're bugging with a capital B. Elbaf is some of the worst fits you've ever seen in One Piece. I'm not going to lie. I have some that come to mind very, very quick. And it wasn't too many arcs ago. Onigashima's fits when they were in the Beast Pirates, absolutely hated those. Absolutely hated those fits on everybody. I don't think anybody necessarily looked drippy in it. I'm not going to lie, bro. That's a hot take if I've ever seen one. Oda confirmed Nami's going commando in Elbaf. 11 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to go there, but that definitely adds an extra additional bonus point. I'll give you that, Flynn. Nah, King Brook's fit is lacking. It is, but to be fair, and it's not, I like Brook, obviously. I'm cool with him. But I don't really like how Brook's fits normally look. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't really like how Oda designs Brook's fits in general. Like, I didn't like him on Wano, Onigashima, or Egghead. I didn't like any of those. Like, you know, it was just like, dude, he doesn't try with Brook, man. Like, give Brook like a nice like suit or something, man. I don't know. He be missing with Brook's fits. I'm gonna be honest. I hated the Wano fits too. Yeah. No, I didn't. Oh God, I hated those so much. Brook was the only Straw Hat that wasn't kinda kidnapped by Luffy. LOL, you think you think about it, everybody was kind of reluctant other than Jinbei, maybe. No, Jinbei was reluctant, to be fair. Remember, he was telling him like, yo, because Luffy, he told Luffy after Fishman Island, like, "Yo, I can't join you, man. I still got an obligation." So he was kind of reluctant too. He was definitely kind of reluctant. King Brook, I don't think so, man. I just don't think so. Like the style / art is so refreshing, coming and supposed to play coming off of Egghead. I agree. I totally agree. Egghead was clean for everyone. I mean, I don't know, man. I just didn't like Brooks. I didn't like Brooks. I didn't. Didn't he have like the helmet on? That was Egghead, right? Like he had the helmet with like the little like line, like the one single like face mask piece. That wasn't hidden for me, man. I'll be honest, it just was not hidden for me. Wano Brook was swagging. I just don't think so, man. I think it's a hot take hating the outfits. I think the outfits work perfectly for each arc. Yeah, except the helmet on Brook, bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. The helmet was not hidden on a singular thing, bro. Only fit I like in Egghead was Zoro. Nah, Robin and Nami's fits. I like them. Luffy's, I didn't really like. Sanji's was cool with the little floral shirt. I liked it. Luffy's was okay. It just kind of seemed like oversized, and I don't know. It just wasn't hitting for me personally. I said lame helmet. Facts. Egghead, Usopp was P2. I gotta go back. I don't remember Usopp's. I legit do not remember. Maybe it was. I'd have to go look. I posted something in the art channel. Okay, bet. I'm gonna check it out. Okay, hold on. Let me finish this.
Of modesty or elegance, but plain practicality. Her skirt is literally 3 pieces of cloth and a whole lot of anime physics, and bam, you get nothing. Nami just feels like an empty doll now, who only contributes in looking pretty and pretty non-functional off the ship. In the end, a little disclaimer,
Wait, hold on. Let me just say something real quick. Luffy literally wears freaking flip-flops. And we're talking about functionality? What are we actually talking about? You're mad at functionality when Luffy's worn flip-flops since episode 1. And he's literally swimming in flip-flops. No, he's not swimming. Excuse me. He is going down to Fishman Island in flip-flops. He's kicking people with flip-flops. He's running in flip-flops. Gear 2 dashing in flip-flops. And you're talking about functionality when his shoes have never came off of his feet. But now we're hating on Nami because of functionality. Like, oh, the sword that she has on her back, she's probably not going to use it. So what? Sanji has a sword too. What are we actually talking about, man? What are we talking about? Luffy's worn flip-flops and sandals, and like we're not actually complaining about functionality with him. God dang it, man. Oh God, man. I just can't do it. Jinbei and Sanji had Sears Resort season shirts. Them shirts was hitting though, bro. Yo, this lady probably hasn't read one. I don't know. I don't actually know. I don't know. Nami hating 2026. What is this? I'm out, brother. Bro, I don't know, man. I knew someone was hating on the internet, and I just had this sensation, and I had to come and see it for myself. Yeah, bro, these flip-flops, man, they don't come off his feet. Those sandals are as iconic as the straw hat. That's true. You know, which again, we're going to talk about functionality. That straw hat ain't really moving either, you know, and he's been wearing it through some of these, you know, I'm going to let it go. Wawa says, other than Jinbei, Robin are the only ones I would trust, including Nami, to actually drive the ship and know where to go. Fair. That's fair. They're definitely the 3 of the smartest people on the ship, for sure. I'm not mad at that at all. I don't know how far they would get without Nami, but they're smart enough to maybe, you know, sort of get us somewhere for sure. You know, Nami isn't the worst Straw Hat though. Facts. Thank you.
Not start this video to hate on Nami. I only started it because I remember who she used to be. And it pains me that the Nami we used to know and love no longer exists. I get that with more characters in the story and higher stakes, it's harder to prioritize the OG cast. But I don't expect Nami to take down a Yonko or outsmart an admiral. All I want to see is her trying. Why is that so hard?
What? Yo, get the freak out of here. I'm done, bro. I'm freaking done, bro. I'm done. Nami's not trying now. Nami is not trying. Oh, she didn't start. Yo, I'm about to get pissed off, man. I'm not even about to play. I'm about to get pissed off. Man. I'm about to get pissed off, bro. She has this 366. This is old, by the way. 366 mil bounty for a reason, bro. The girl, by the way, who took this freaking picture because she knows, yo, y'all not really about to touch me for real. So I'm gonna pose in this freaking wanted poster because y'all are gonna have to come and get me, big dog, because I'm a force to be reckoned with. Get the freak out of here, bro. You want to see Nami trying? You miss what Nami used to be. Tell me what Nami used to be, right? Here's the thing, right? So check me out. God dang it, bro. Freak. Check me out. So okay, you're mad, right? Oh God, this is great. I freaking love this. You're mad. You start this video. This whole point of this video is to say that, yo, Nami, she's so cowardless, man. She's so cowardly. I just hate how she's so cowardly now, and she just is like a gag at this point, right? But pre-time skip Nami was all cowardice, all jokes, and momentary flashes of being like that. But it was mainly gags, punch Luffy and the crew for being stupid, be scared with Usopp and Chopper because I don't want to go places. That was the Nami you miss. And the Nami that you have now is the exact opposite of that. But you're saying the Nami you have is the Nami that is scared and cowardly, even though you're showing examples of Elbaf Nami who does the exact opposite, of what you're saying you don't freaking want to see. What are we talking about, bro? Stop, man. God dang, bro. What are we doing? This is why everyone doesn't need a microphone, bro. God dang. Everyone does not need a microphone. You made this video to rage bait somebody. You had to. And by the way, this video has like 20,000 views. What are we doing, man? Oh, okay. Let's just freaking finish this, bro.
Defined these days. No hate to Nami, of course. It is purely a writing preference. And that would be all. It's about time I rewatch pre-time skip One Piece to relive some peak and to rub salt on the ever-growing wounds this show gives me.
Get the freak out of here, bro. So, okay. God dang it, bro. Oh my God. So she said she has to go back and rewatch pre-time skip One Piece, which by her definition, by the way, she despises that version of Nami. But she wants to go back and rewatch the part of Nami that she hates and the part of Nami that she's claiming is the worst part of Nami. But she's like, yo, I'm just gonna go rewatch Peak when Nami was actually everything I'm complaining about. She didn't have Zeus. She was terrifyingly scared. In each fight, she was getting better, right? Like her Khalifa fight was cool, but like, remember at the beginning of the video, she's saying that, oh, the moments when Nami was like that was in Thriller Bark, and it was also in freaking she said don't yell at us. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. God dang it. My bad, man. Oh God. She was saying that Nami was like that in Thriller Bark and in basically Innie's lobby when she's fighting Khalifa, which okay, cool. Like those were cool moments for her for sure, right? But in Thriller Bark, she was still scared. Like she was still running away. Remember, they got to Thriller Bark. They're all scared of what they're seeing. The same way that you're talking about her and Elbaf, but your example as to when Nami was at her peak is Thriller Bark. Freak out. Anytime we have someone that's gonna slander this person right here, my navigator, y'all's navigator, we need to talk about it. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, there's not too many things that you can say about this woman right here. There's not too many things that you can say about this freaking woman right here that are going to be valid. Not in Elbaf 2026. Get the freak out of here, bro. Where's my freaking music? I need some Nami theme song right now, bro, because I'm not even doing this. Okay. We're good. Hey, how you guys doing, man? Y'all good? You okay out there, man? We're about to get into the second part of this freaking podcast, man. My gang. Wow, I'm about to look at the art channel for sure. I'm about to look at the art channel of the Discord. You guys are welcome to come up so we can get this the second half of this stream going.